Welcome to another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and these are my guys.
Follow me for more life advice.
Follow the man for more life advice. What's going on with you, T?
Man, blessings on blessings on blessings, foundations on foundations on
Oh,
foundations.
my goodness, that's a beautiful
seeds
thing.
On top of seeds on top of seeds.
Planting seeds, man.
Getting ready for the harvest, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Wait, but you just planted the seed, or you've been planting the seed. How you getting ready for the harvest if you just planted it? Because then again, I'm assuming. I don't know how long it's been since you planted it.
I say no. Like, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna put my time and attention into these seeds.
Okay.
And then watch how they grow.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I can believe that. I can believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can believe that.
They grow.
It's part of, I guess, the making you ready for that, right? It's the process of watching it grow and being patient while it grows. Also helps you grow as a human, as a creator, as a whatever, because you got to learn patience. Yeah. Because during them 6 months, however long it takes between the seed planting and then the harvesting, that in between phase, which is what everybody says you should enjoy the most or appreciate the most, because that's when you're building the skills for whenever the harvest does come. Right. But those are I can attest. It's the most challenging time.
It's encouraging and it feels good to. It's the patience. It's the drive, the consistency.
I feel like because whenever you plant a seed, you're super excited. Right. You're on top of the mountain because you're starting a new venture, you're starting a new journey of whatever it is, and you're excited, like, man, I can't wait. Right. But then that in middle, like once that excitement dies down, now your perseverance or your willingness to overcome challenges, step in and it shows you like how bad you really want it. Yeah. Because man, it would be great. We've been doing this for a year and some change now. It would be great for us to have popped off 2 weeks after starting it, right? That would be amazing. That's ideal, right? Yeah. Because in that moment, we were the hypest. Well, me personally, we were the hypest. Like, man, that's about to go crazy. Yeah. Now, as time goes and you start to not see it the way it's not turning out the way you want it to turn out, right? It either dipped or it slowed down or whatever it is. It has its phases. But now you're in that middle ground before the harvest where you have to like, all right, stay focused, keep going. Remember when you planted how excited you was, and remember why your intentions behind doing it. Right. But that's part of it.
And then it's like, doing it by yourself. You got to fight those mental obstacles by yourself. But when it comes to doing it with
a group, I agree.
I came and I said, man, I feel like we on our way.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
And you're always that person in my life with the encouragement. I don't know where you get this like optimism from, but it seems like it just oozes out of you naturally.
I appreciate that. It's more of like playing football. You know it is. You play college soccer. You play soccer in college. It's like, football is next play mentality. You know what I'm saying? I might have messed up on this one, but you know what? Okay, I can't think about that one right now. I'll take my tongue lashing and film.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? But right now in this game, we're trying to win. You know what I mean? And we'll say we locked in, bro. We still in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
First quarter of? Not the year.
No, of the game.
Oh, okay.
Like how we playing this game. Still in the first quarter, and we want to be second, third, you know what I'm saying? Halftime, fourth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but it's like, man, we got to keep playing the game.
Got to keep playing.
Play it step by step, play by play, and eventually, bro, like it's gonna get to a point where this offense is just clicking and this defense is just on fire.
I agree.
Yeah, I
agree. But like you said, it takes time and effort and consistency. I thought about canceling today since y'all see the star of the show ain't here. Yes, Mr. I'm the star of the show and I carry the show, but don't want to show up.
Big forehead self.
Oh, man. I thought about canceling it because I was like, I'd rather us all grow. I'd rather us, because we have our best episodes when all of us is here. That's just, if you're missing, it's not the same. If he's missing, it's not the same. Right. So it's just a case of like, but I was like, now we got to stay consistent because there will be times in the journey where one of us has to miss and the other ones have to hold it down. Right. And we have to be able to shine regardless of who's here, which is the point I was trying to make to him. It was like, yeah, you might be the star. We're all kind of replaceable. Not replaceable, but like
we are replaceable.
We are, but what?
Just being real,
but it sounds bad because I don't mean like no one is gonna lose their job. That's not what I mean. But it's just the fact of like we have to still learn how to manage without the star or without you or without me.
Right.
We have to figure it out because there will come a time when, I mean, you never know. You might have that or he might have that, but we still have to be able to put up the same numbers whether Kobe is playing or not. We need to be a dependable team whether Kobe is playing, whether Shaq is playing, whether LeBron is playing, whether Jordan is playing.
Right.
Now, it might not be like a, outscore the team by 35.
Yeah, it might be a slugger.
But we got to still be able to
win
15,
regardless.
We got to be able to win regardless,
find
man.
a way. That's the key.
Yeah.
Find a way, people. Yeah. It's all about trying to find a way.
The team, man.
Yes.
And that's where, like you said, the unit is more important than the individual.
Yes.
Always, right?
Yes, come on now.
Because, where one slacks off, the other one picks up the weight. Let's go. I was about to say, enough.
Like, did he? Like, I didn't say did he, but
it sounded like you said Diddy.
It's a good transition.
It sounded like you said Diddy.
I was trying to transition.
It sounded like you said Diddy.
Well, let's go into the baby all in the drugs.
Man. Okay.
Lots of baby all in drugs.
First time hearing it. Well, not first time hearing it, but over the past week, Diddy got arrested. He tried to put up bail. He said he put enough $50 million. Can y'all? And the judge said, nah. You too dangerous.
Could you imagine that? A judge saying, shut $50 million. Or no, we don't want it. What you mean you don't want it? Man, this is man, what? This is crazy.
It's crazy, but then when you hear that Diddy outside is threatening witnesses, or that's the reason why. Right? Wow. Intimidation, I'm sorry. Maybe not threatening, but intimidation to the point to where it's like, if we let you come out, you might intimidate our witnesses because you kind of already know who they are.
Right.
And so that's the fear, right? That's the judge. So I kind of get it. What makes you think?
Get it
is it ego, you think? Is it I've gotten away with so much for so long that I think I don't know. Like, why did he think he could do that as far as like intimidate witnesses and still think the judge would be on his side because he's putting up the money?
Money, bro. Money. Think about it. Money gives you so much access, so much like it would allow you to restrict others' access. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in a way, he's looking at it like, man, I could pay somebody $50,000 to go over there and go talk to shorty. And they don't have to directly beat me. I can send a note saying, hey, look, do this like this.
Right.
And so I see the judge's point, but at the same time, it's like, you don't think those witnesses are going to come out and say something? You know what I mean? Even if they send somebody, a third party with a briefcase full of money. You don't think they're going to say something? Because I'll keep the money and still say something. And I'll be like, he gave me $25,000. And he probably gave me 50. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
But
I do see the judge's point. I do see the judge's point.
So what is your view on this whole situation, on the Diddy situation?
I think I'm not gonna say funny. I think it's odd because he's been doing this for so long.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Now there's interviews resurfacing of certain things he said.
But I don't like. No, I don't like that.
Talk to me.
I don't like that because anything we say can 20 years from now be misconstrued. Right?
Right.
I might have said some stuff 20 years ago that like now as an adult, like if we get famous, it can be misconstrued.
Yeah.
So that I don't like that. Continue.
Okay, but I would say this. I'll say this on that. Like overall, it seemed like they have a strong case. Cause like
if they turn down bail, they gotta have a strong
not
case.
Just that, they're doing it publicly. Everything is publicly. He was arrested publicly. The video of him getting arrested, public. The video of him being on suicide watch, public. His kids walking out the thing, public.
No, but that's just being of that caliber. Because Harvey Weinstein, was that public. Bill was that public. R. Kelly was that.
I've never seen, and this is just me. Maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, but I didn't see Harvey Weinstein's people all over his kids and all that stuff, like all over the news. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't see. I could have been
I
wrong.
ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if he has kids, but I remember whenever his thing went down because the whole Me Too movement came out of that.
Right.
I did see a big thing around it. I did. His thing was all over everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, his thing.
I knew I was just seeing him. I wasn't seeing, and and his victims and what he did allegedly, but no, not allegedly, but what he did. But
Yeah.
I didn't see them like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the arrest video of Harvey Weinstein? You know what I'm saying? Like
They had it.
They had it?
TMZ
Okay,
had it.
so I was
TMZ had it.
wrong. Okay, thank
because
you.
what it was he turned himself in. See, Diddy had the same quote unquote opportunity or situation where they allowed him to turn himself in,
Right.
but they ended up going the day before and arrested him. So he was supposed to turn himself in
that's sketchy as
Tuesday,
hell.
but Monday there was like, I guess they got some news that he might try to flee. I don't know.
why
allegations?
I'd have been, as soon as it came out, I'd have pulled the Russell Simmons route. I'd have went to Bali.
Go to Bali?
Why not? Like, bro, like you have you put because he took out what $100 million loan on like
The houses, was it?
I think it was his houses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you have $100 million in cash. I'm pretty sure, like, you can go to Bali and still be Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think so? Bali, because I'm not sure. Educate me on this. So Bali is non-extradition, like they can't
Yeah,
arrest.
they can't. Not at all. Why you think? That's why Russell went there and he stayed there. Like I think he still comes back every now and then, but he doesn't stay long. Cause that went down. Cause like cause Kimora Lee was come out talking about he had me when I was 16 and all this stuff like that.
And Kimora Lee, I saw something on Shade Room where when Diddy got arrested, she tagged Russell Simmons on her story.
Why? Why would you do that?
She's implying.
But think about
it. They're saying this goes a lot higher than Diddy, and all of this is learned behavior.
Yeah.
And all of this is coming from a lot of executives that put him on game, and I guess they taught him and groomed him to be this whatever.
Right. Yeah. See, but it's learned behavior. But at the same time, it's like, bro, leave Russell out of this. Russell had his time and nothing came of it. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Like, what is her mission to out Russell for? If he had his time, it came. You know what I'm saying? And the slogan is a grand jury can indict a grand jury would indict a ham sandwich. So if it's that easy to get someone charged and indicted on a grand jury, Deshaun Watson was dismissed. You know what I'm saying?
Another case came up for him.
Another time. But Russell Simmons was dismissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why do you keep trying to push this? Do you want someone to make a film? Because R. Kelly got basically arrested for the Surviving R. Kelly series. And the interview talking about I don't hog tie people.
I'll be seeing that. That's not.
It's like a fake cry. I don't hog tie people.
It's funny, but it's like
he said
it's
tried
not
to act.
funny.
It just didn't work out. R was messed up, bro.
R was messed up.
Great music, but messed up.
Let's stick on Diddy though. Because there's so much on Diddy that is just like pause. There's just so much on him. One of my friends was saying that he believes that this is happening to Diddy because he tried to go at the alcohol brand.
Yeah.
When you try to attack people that actually have power,
right,
they'll show you that you don't have as much power as you think you are, and that's why this is happening to Diddy. Mm-hmm. Because the only part of that phrase or statement that I think I'd agree, not even, but let me just play devil's advocate or agree with him on that one part.
Let's go.
If you're whatever you do in your room or your bedroom, that shouldn't be against the law.
Right.
Just because he's having freak offs, I don't agree with it.
Right.
But if you want to have a bunch of, if it's consensual,
right.
What's the problem with that? Like, why are they making that so public as if that's such a bad thing?
Because now I don't know. I think I've seen videos and stuff like that too. Because they're starting to show some of these women were like they wanted to leave and they had to stay and still.
Okay, so
like, you know what I'm saying. So that's the whole. I think that's where the sexual assault come in. And then it's like sex trafficking. One thing we learned about sex trafficking: if you have intentions of flying a woman out or a man out, and they coming over there strictly for sex, they crossing state borders for sex. Apparently, that's sex trafficking.
That's another thing that I just learned because did you share that to me? Or maybe somebody said it. Boosie said it, where it's like, man. not we, because I'm not doing it, but he was like, a bunch of famous people fly out girls,
Yes, all the time.
or you know, whatever your heart
you're into.
desire, to come over to have. So why is that now trafficking? Because I didn't know that was trafficking.
I didn't know that was trafficking either until they basically broke that down. Right. And I'm like, no. It was in this case, it was what case that was? They had R. Kelly. Cause he was flying the girls from state to state to have sex. You know what I'm saying?
But they were his girls.
Man, his girls, their girls, our girls. Apparently, if you fly a woman or a man out over when your intentions is purely for sex, that is sex trafficking.
But how can you prove intention?
That's what me, because I'm like, bro, I probably would have flown out a chick.
Because it's like, okay, if you like this girl, she likes you, and so what? You actually got to take her out on a date. You got to take her on a date for it not to be considered trafficking. Like, okay, let's go to the movies and eat, and now let's go to the house and
have sex. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is though, and that's everybody's intentions basically. Like, if I get a chick to come out of town and she flies into where we are, and you know, and we just like so. You don't think I've paid for the ticket. You don't think I want to have sex with her? Like, my intention to have sex?
Like, that's
I guess like that intent. I guess it's the intent that's wrong.
But you know what? I think what's wrong is like what you said. Maybe him locking them in the room, and if they said enough, and he's like, no, you're not having enough till I say it's done.
Right.
Or him maybe forcing them to like continue to do stuff that they don't want to do, because the thing with Cassie that made it bad was where she didn't want it anymore, and he would kind of force them to have sex and whatever.
Right.
And then record the videos and then threaten them with the videos. Mm-hmm. If you don't do what I say, then I'm going to release. That's
tough, because now you're blackmailing. That's like trying to keep someone, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship with you, and you're like, well, you don't want to stay with me no more? I'm going to release all the sex tapes that we had.
And now it's like blackmail, revenge porn type stuff.
That's revenge porn, blackmail. Like, you just, like, bro, like, you got to learn to, like the people say, let it go.
Man.
It's tough.
Big question I asked my partner that told me that, because he's kind of like, his thing is like, what Diddy did was wrong as far as like putting hands on that girl, but he's not, he kind of doesn't like the fact that they're kind of like chastising him or making him out to be a villain because of his sexual preferences. Right. Because that's a big thing right now. Like, they're like, oh, he was doing it with all these different stuff. So
right, and it's crazy because if you go to have a threesome, whether you're a man or woman, with 2 men or 2 women, like, you're considered, oh, this guy's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? She's the GOAT. Like, she can, you know what I'm saying? But like, so the fact that he has more than 2 makes it, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Do you think he's gonna talk?
Who, did he?
Yeah.
I talk. I tell everything. What? Boy, they not playing with you. This is fair time. The only good thing is that you're going to go to a federal prison. It's not a state prison.
Was that a good? Why is that a good thing?
Man, because he's going to go to better facilities. But it's still good. Boy, look, you doing fair time. Look, in fair time, I think you got to do what, 90-some% of that time?
That's what I heard. I'm
telling everything.
Okay,
he's the real leader of the CMB. I'm telling everything. What?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, me too.
Would you?
What? Yes, I would, brother. Let me tell you something. I would never be in a situation like that. But who knows? But I'm snitching at this level. I'm snitching at this level where I can't defend myself. Where I ain't got money to like defend myself from if y'all trying to put a hit out on me because I'm about to snitch. I would snitch right now. So if I have the money to hire a 24-hour security guard, yes, I'm snitching. Because once I snitch, I'm hiring all these guys to be around me and protect me. Now, not to say that the powers that be can't get through that security, because I mean, he might be a billionaire, but people he might go against and talk on, they might be a couple more billions up, and they might be able to, you know.
Yeah, really bury you. Like, because think about it. They'll keep you in court until they use your money.
My thing with Diddy is, why play the victim or like the innocent person, like that card, when you knew you had all of this in your past or in your history? Right.
And all it takes one of those cases to hit. That's all it takes.
Bro,
they can dismiss 99 and have 100, dismiss 99, but that one case that hit is gonna ruin everyone. And even if he
But
beats
his perception's already ruined.
Yeah, it's gone. Like bro, they're gonna look at him like, bro, Diddy, like, oh, wait, we can't rock with you, my boy, because if we rock with you,
they're gonna think
the corporation's not gonna rock with us.
That too.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's even worse. It's even worse simply because if Diddy was out here living the life he was living, brings all of these people in, people are now saying that because you knew of his history, you are now culpable in some of his behavior because you probably should have stopped him. I don't think that's fair.
Man, I don't know. I listened to the Roger Bonds interview on Vlad, and like the man said, bro, he just came home from jail. Like think about it. He's hiring people in situations that are dire. He man got kids to take care of. You think I'm gonna sit up there and bite the hand that's feeding me, literally?
Yeah.
Even if it's doing wrong.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's doing wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. It depends. It depends.
It seemed like, it might, like,
it depends.
The wrong thing that he saw was, he put his hands on Cassie, but like he said, sometimes Diddy was, like, just being honest, Diddy was defending himself too.
So, yeah. I could see that. I could see self-defense, but I feel like what makes it just bad, because his lawyer put out a statement where he said that the video we saw of Diddy abusing Cassie was Diddy's retaliation on Cassie, because Cassie went in his phone and I guess he got mad and whatever he did. That's I don't know how that's a great defense, because it doesn't. No one believes that because we can't prove what was going on in that room.
Yeah.
All we can see is what happened in that hallway, and we're gonna go based on what she said, because what she's
like, he kicked her, bro,
she was a rag doll.
Yeah, I was like, and she's so small. You look at her, you be like, man, Diddy, what the?
Because even if she took your phone, saw what was in your phone, whenever you go out, the worst thing you should have did to her was probably just juck her phone and walk away. The fact that you pulled her while she's on the ground, look, make a
logical decision.
A logical decision to then kick her while she's now defenseless.
He was emotional in that point.
It's like, okay, now this means that you've been doing this, or like carrying on like that.
Yeah, they've been, bro, for that kind of be able to just happen. Like, they've been doing that, bro.
Yeah,
but he's been taking footage. He's been going, like, there was a lady at, I think, the Vibe magazine, Elliot Wilson's wife, and it said she, he took the cover because he didn't like the cover. He took all they hard drives and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the cover wouldn't come out. Yeah, and threatened to kill the lady. She had to get walked out with security. Nothing came of it, but
threatened to kill the lady because
she didn't want to change the cover of Vibe at that time when Diddy was supposedly supposed to be on, and it never came out.
Oh,
yeah. So it's like he's been in the position. So people are coming out saying, bro, he's been in a position where he's been messing over people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, in a way, like his karma. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, like, a lot of those incidents wasn't reported to the police, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, he paid off, or they just were scared, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why now?
Now that you're in the public eye, seen as a villain, it's okay for me to bring out my truth, because one guy said, you would have never believed me. And being honest with you, we didn't even believe Cassie. And Cassie was with her till, I mean, we was like, we was like, for the most part, like, we had to take her word, but until proven guilty type stuff, right? We didn't even believe. So it's almost like we didn't believe Mace. Mace was saying Diddy was messing over people. Like, whenever you are in the public eye looked as this
the favorable person,
great person, what he's done for hip hop, first black billionaire to become first black hip hop star to become a billionaire and put all these music out and influence and help all these different people. It's hard to then come and attack that, because no one is going to believe you. So now that he has this stain on his life where it's like, oh wait, you do have a history. Now we can bring our truths in, because people are going to take us more serious, I think. Yeah,
and that's a great point, because that's what it takes. It takes for the person to, get brought down, and from the protagonist to the antagonist, in order for people to be like, oh snap, that really happened. But for me, it was Cassie going, to the lawsuit and then him settling it, like, or the insurance company, they say, settling it, like, right then and there.
Quickly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Diddy, you're still profitable. Like, even after all this comes out, because think about it, even after all this, he was still making money.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even after the video.
That's what I'm saying. Well, after the video.
It was tough, but, bro, people still, like, and you know what's crazy? Ciroc has dropped, the price has dropped tremendously.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But they still buying it, because I saw how cheap it was. I dropped it myself.
You dropped Ciroc?
No, hell no. I went and got me a bottle. Yeah. What you mean? I ain't about to
I feel like,
you know how expensive rock used to be?
I feel like people are just gonna you have to pick your points of like battle. You have to know when to attack. Because if you don't, if you attack at the wrong, that's part of the 48 laws of power. Know when to attack.
Right.
Because if you attack at the wrong time, you're wasting your resources and you're wasting your energy and everything else. So everybody now is like, you know what?
And he said, like, what's another law of power under 48 laws of power? Crush your opponent. Crush them. Don't give them
a chance to bounce back. Don't have mercy. Don't show mercy.
If you're going to invade their village, kill their seeds. Because you don't want them to get anything.
They gonna come back for you and attack. Well, you know what's crazy? The worst part? Anybody that's Diddy's friend is now gonna be looked at as something crazy. Oh, yeah. Because they're bringing Jay-Z into this. Now, I don't know if Jay is part. I'm just as an example. Like, if you ever attended any of these parties, even if you didn't have nothing to do with this, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think that if it did happen at those parties, everybody at the party wasn't involved. They probably had like a back room that only a certain amount of people could go in, and that's when the crazy thing happened.
Krishan Rock came out with a video saying that there's another house behind the house.
Okay, see, look at that.
Yeah.
So, but now, just because you attended this party, you're gonna be looked at and questioned as, were you at that party doing something crazy?
Yeah, like Epstein. Think about it, like.
But Epstein is crazy though, because we know what's going on the island. But then again, you're right. Maybe not every part of the island.
We don't know if this was adult women doing it over here. They like kids over here.
But just because you were there now, you're
guilty by association.
Guilty by association.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with Diddy. Like, a lot of the people that's telling these stories and that's doing all these things, they're guilty by association because, like Stevie J. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't know, but from the way Stevie J acted on Love and Hip Hop, you could say, man, I'm pretty sure he was in a couple of them freak offs. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I don't agree with the lifestyle, and I don't judge no one for their lifestyle, but I also understand that people out here are doing their lifestyle the way they want. It's just the part of where you're like forcing people to like do stuff that they don't want to do. Right. And then this racketeering thing. Do you understand what racketeering is?
No, I don't at all.
I don't know. Me either.
We gotta look that one up.
But it's crazy because
racketeering is a type of organized crime in which the perpetrators set up cohesive fraudulent. I'm sorry, y'all. Extraordinary or otherwise illegal coordinated scheme or operation, a racket, or repeatedly or consistently collective profit.
So I think that means like because he was doing all of this stuff through his business. Yeah. I heard that on a different podcast, right? So like if Bad Boy owned a house, like if he purchased houses under his Bad Boy company, that's now racketeering because you're using a corporation, a legal corporation, to do all of these things that you're doing, and now that's what makes it against them.
And that's exactly like amongst the most common examples were prostitution, the numbers racket, and illegal operated lottery, and loan sharking, and private loans where the borrowers were charged extraordinary interest rates such as 10% per week.
Ooh, wow,
that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. What does it mean? It says racketeering is a set of illegal activities aimed at commercial profit that may be disguised as legitimate business deals. So that's what he was doing, like, in a way,
basically, because then now he's using those tapes as that can be part of the racketeering too, because now he's using those tapes for those artists to work for him for whatever the case might be and not try to threaten them. This is a whole situation where it's bad. And do you think he's going to get out?
Who did it? I don't know, man. Everybody's in America. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. So let's try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? It looks bad.
It looks horrible.
It looks bad. It looks like they're gonna try to just hit him some kind of way and hope that the jury just, cause all the jury, think about it, all the jury got to do is just hit him with one charge, and they gonna tag his mind,
bro. But they said his minimum is 15 years, max his life, bro.
See, he has money. Diddy has money, so like people
Not
with money.
enough.
We didn't seen people.
Not enough.
I know.
They just turned 50 million bill. They turned it down. They clearly want this man, and you know what I think it is though. They want him because I think he knows more, because he's one of the upper echelons in that society of music business, and now they probably trying to use him to take down other people.
I tell too.
A bunch of different CEOs from different music labels stepped down.
I seen that,
and they were correlating that to Diddy. Do you think that has something to do with it, or do you think that's just happenstance? Like it's just happened because
I just think that there's probably a certain amount of people. They probably maybe they were at the parties. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, it looks bad on our company. We don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
So just for political, just step down. We're not gonna fire you. Step down. We're gonna pay you your salary. Just step down. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be just the times where these companies were like, because a lot of companies are downsizing.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm saying, just trying to re-coordinate. So it could be that too. You know what I'm saying? They want a different direction. You know what I mean?
If you are in one of his friends' positions and you're on that tape, are you going to Bali right now, or are you waiting a few till they call your name? What are you running?
If I'm doing what I'm doing with women that are consensual,
then no.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't mind being on camera. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, if I'm in that bitch, she talking about, oh no, I don't want that. No. And I'm chasing after the bitch, punching her or some shit like, I'm being violent tonight. I'm recording. Hey, this episode was pre-recorded 2 weeks ago. I am officially in Bali right now. But if I'm not doing anything wrong,
coming back.
What? If I'm not doing anything wrong, bro, I'm not. And that's why I think he didn't leave. I don't think he felt like he did anything wrong. But they did take his passport at one point, I think.
I think he gave up his passport.
Right. So I don't think he. I have to give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. It can look bad. Like OJ, it looked bad. But if the glove didn't fit,
we must acquit.
They acquitted him. You know what I'm saying? And people still look at OJ as the guy that murdered people. And I don't know the truth. I don't know, but I know that the glove didn't fit, so they acquitted him.
Man, that's tough. It's definitely a situation that we got to just keep an eye on.
Yes,
I honestly think he gonna do time. They got him on suicide watch right now. Apparently, they have him in the same cell or the same area that Epstein was in, and they also had him on suicide watch. So it's important to keep an eye on him.
But could you imagine a guy like Diddy, the psychological effects that it'll have on him? He has so much control, so much power, and now, like, you don't have any of that no more, and you're boxed into this cell. 23
hours, 1 hour freedom. You got to wake up every morning at 6 a.m. to mop his room.
He's not used to that.
And I think from what I heard, they eat beets, potato, and some kind of meat, maybe ham or turkey or something like that. And pause.
Some kind of meat.
So that's now his life from like the very tippy top to like
the lowest of the lows, like Suge Knight. Suge Knight was at the height of the heights, bro. He was up there with Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
In the 90s, though, Diddy's
always elevated, but still, like, Suge Knight, like, he was up there, bro, and now look at him. The man doing 20-some years in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he in prison again?
Remember he had killed Terry Carter?
Okay.
Rest in peace, Terry Carter. He ran over him with his car, but he tried to claim self-defense, but, Kelly ain't going for that.
Yeah. Okay. Dame Dash.
Yeah. With the chain?
Was talking about... What was the chain one again?
Because he had to sell a piece of his catalog in order to, make. He had to
because he owes something, right? He's in debt, so he had to sell off some of his property or something that he owes to get back right. And but the chain, I think he was talking about the chain for Drake, because Drake once, and this is all rumored, right? So actually no, Dame Dash said it, that Drake hit him in the DM once he found out that they booked Kendrick for the Super Bowl,
right?
Because he thought that Jay-Z is kind of like jabbing at him,
right?
instead of hiring Wayne for Super Bowl, so he was like, okay, so Drake is like, my get back gonna be I'm gonna buy 1/3 of your catalog of your blueprint, and but he said it never came about. But he was gonna give Drake a chain. Okay. To get back, but no, that's not what I.
But like, not. Yeah, I mean, people got so much to say with Drake, but Drake has just been chilling, bro. He's just trying to wait. He's just waiting for it to blow over. And the only thing they did by putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl, which was stupid because Wayne is supposed to be the darn Super Bowl selection. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you did was now everybody's gonna be like, oh, every song that he puts on is gonna be a shot at Drake. Like Kendrick don't have hits of just regular like Love and with Zakari and all this other stuff, he does swimming pools. Like he don't have other hits.
He definitely got hits.
That's the killer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn and all that. Like he don't have other hits. Just like every little song he gonna do is gonna be like, oh, that was a shot at Drake. That was a shot at Drake. And then we already know how he gonna end it. He gonna end it with Not Like Us. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry, but I'm tired of hearing it.
You might be tired of hearing it in the context that you hear it in, but probably watching it at the Super Bowl is gonna give you a different like.
I don't think you think he should do it.
No, I don't think he should do it. Because I think he will do it because it's probably why he got the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. It's
because Kendrick is the hottest thing out right now because of that beef moment and how he handled the beef and how he won it. He is the hottest thing out right now. So Not Like Us is probably the reason why he got the Super Bowl. So I think he has to do it. I just don't think it's going to sit well with brands if he does the pedophile word, or like if you say pedophile on national TV, or you say a minor, or like all of the derogatory stuff. So he probably whatever part of that verse that he doesn't like say nothing explicit crazy. Yeah, he might do that, but he has to do it.
But Baca did have a weird case. Why is he around? Like he did have a weird case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's your boy. You gonna stick by him. So shout out to Kendrick, shout out to Drake, man. I'm not trying to bring that up.
Yeah,
I just think it's wild that. Not only like going back to Dame Dash, I want to talk about that a little bit.
Bring it. Yeah, come on.
Because like Dame Dash, like with the man's online, his teeth came out. You know, it says grill, but you know, it's still your front teeth.
That was his teeth.
That was still your teeth. Like, come on, man. Like,
that was his teeth.
And it's like, dog, somebody that rich, that powerful is losing it all, son. And it's like, it's sad to see, because I don't want to see that from him. I don't want to see it from anybody that was doing well. And like, you want to see them, you know, weather away, you know, of course you're not gonna have the money at your height, but you should still have something to be able to carry your life. You know what I mean?
I think his thing was, and this is us brokies talking about someone who has been, you know what I'm saying? So we have no room to judge or
none.
So I think his thing was just, he's a dreamer, and he kept shooting for the stars, which is good, which is we're all shooting for the stars, but he probably used a lot of his money to like shoot for these stars, and that's probably why he is not in the financial
he shot for the stars, but he didn't even land on the moon. Like, he's just still
How do
floating.
we know though?
Because if you shot for the stars and landed on the moon, you still have something. Like,
I mean, I'm sure he still got something.
Yeah, he did say, he was like, he has money, but not money for everyone else. That's what he was basically saying.
I'm sure, because like, remember when 50 went broke and filed for bankruptcy?
Yeah,
rich people do that, bro. Yeah. But they just say that
they're just trying to get rid of the loans and debts.
That's
and
it.
stuff like that.
It don't be like he ain't coming to our level where we making whatever we making. Nah, he's still, you know, like to your point, he probably can't do what he used to do in the 90s, but he could still do some stuff.
He can still do a lot. He can still go eat out, like, you know, like do all that nice
travel
stuff.
and you know do it.
That, but it's
he probably can't do private jets all the time.
Jets, and then probably taking the whole neighborhood with him or something like that. You know what I mean? Because Dame was known for not traveling by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's part of the problem?
What?
Whenever you make it, now you want to bring. You can't. Everybody can't come. Who said that? What they was like? They learned that you can't bring MC Hammer. Perfect example. They said he, in his height, he used to bring everybody with him, and I heard everybody with him. When my boy went broke and lost it all, for the most part, there was nobody around.
Right.
So it's like, bro, you can't. Once you make it to a certain height, they're gonna talk about you regardless. You just gotta leave the essentials. Like Wallow said, you need your videographer, your assistant, and maybe your bodyguard. That's it. You don't need
a million, like
15
the
dudes
guy that's
for you.
just standing over there. Who is that? That's the guy that's standing over there. Hey, guy that's standing over there, go get me some water.
And like Wallace said, it makes it even more dangerous now because if one of your guys now happen to do something crazy, guess who that looks bad on? And that looks bad on you.
On me, right?
So it's like, bruh,
right?
You can't control that. We walk into the club. One of my guys is hot-headed. Somebody accidentally bump into him. Now he fighting. Now everybody in my crew fighting. Now I got to pay for all of y'all lawyer fees. My lawyer fees. I lost business.
They're going to sue you. Because they're gonna find a way to say, man, that boy DHE, man, he didn't sick this boy tiring on me, man. Yep. And I, like, you know what I'm saying? So not only am I getting sued for the minimum, you know what I'm saying? You getting sued for a maximum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're the
name,
the brand. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, the biggest thing, bro, is just watch who you have around you. Brief people on what the mission is. Look, we're going out here to have fun. If anything pop off, I'm saying I need us to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we have so much to lose. And it's not going to be conducive to winning if we continue to just go out here and try to start problems with people or allow people to get us in situations. There you go.
That's it. Because that detrimental. Yeah, that be the issue, right? It'd be the issue where now people are going to want to test y'all, and you have to have the decorum or the restraint,
right? Whenever
somebody tests you, to be like, man, I ain't about to fool with you, bro, because I have way more to lose,
right?
And if you ain't got more to lose, whoever our boss is has more to lose, so it ain't even worth it.
And if you put then say one of your boys be like, man, you shouldn't be talking to DHE like this, clap off, lawsuit. Yeah. And he's like, man, I was just trying to defend you, bro. You put me in a worse situation.
Yeah, because oftentimes a lot of stuff can be de-escalated with just a conversation.
Right.
It doesn't have to go to that part, but.
Let me get you a drink, brother. I'm sorry, man. Man, look, let's go. Man, come on, bro. We good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Then if you have money, like, just, like I say, be solution-oriented. Because if you can find a solution in the midst of the chaos, I guarantee you, bro, you will have weathered that storm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, we carry people that want to help us, yes, but they have to know what our intentions or
what the goal is, right, what the mission, really is. Mission statement is for somebody, the group.
Man, you see me getting aggravated. Hey, let's go, man. Hey, put your arm on my shoulder. Like, hey, let's go take a walk. Let's get up out of here, man. Nah, man. Say, Joe. Hey, y'all come with us. We about to, you know what I mean? Because we have to protect the bag. Like that's the real thing. You have to protect the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you lose, think about it. You get sued. Say we in a club. Boom. All right. I punch somebody. Boom. You getting sued for $1 million. You know what I mean? Within that $1 million that you might lose, or that you might, I'm saying, or that you might try to retain, I as your friend, you know what I'm saying? Like that might be my salary. I gotta let you go.
Yeah, gotta go.
Liability.
And not even that might be a bunch of y'all salary. I might be a bunch of guys' salary. Now it's like, all right, look, I can't pay that and pay that. And the lawyer fees and everything that happens with running a business.
And the thing is, I can, and there's times when you can, but it's like, okay, you just cost me money.
Yeah.
So if you cost me money, you're a liability. If you're a liability, then I don't need you. Right. I gotta leave you where you at.
And I don't need you.
And on top of that, like you said, this might affect other people. I gotta pay this $1 million. So my payroll might be $250K. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pay this $1 million. Man, look, say, bro, either you gonna stay with me and work for free for the next couple of quarters, or y'all gonna say, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna say, man, you know, I'll take my L, I'm done. I'll go find another job.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
That's the only two options.
That's
the only two options, man. Man, that's part of the business, I guess. But I mean, like I said, Dame Dash shot for the stars. It goes back to that video, that interview, and we could finish it right here. That video interview with the Breakfast Club, where he's telling Envy, you don't own nothing. Remember that viral?
Yeah.
You don't own nothing, and you don't work. But what I'm saying that, but look now.
Right. Envy's way more stable, and he has his own businesses. But that's all Envy was trying to say. Like, create some kind of stability for yourself, Dame. You know what I'm saying? And stop being such a meathead to people. That's Dame's biggest problem.
Yeah, that's
Dame's
what I heard.
Such a meathead to a lot of people, bro. He's like, if he stopped being such a butthole to a lot of people, he'll be okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Dame. Shout out to DJ.
Dame, man. Just stop being a meathead, man.
And
that's his biggest push.
Don't force your views on people, right?
Right.
If you want to be that dreamer, be that dreamer.
Right.
But don't now judge somebody that wants to work for somebody and be like, oh, you're not as great as me because you're choosing. No, man. Let everybody do what they need to do for themselves and for their family.
Your lane is your lane.
There you go. Because look at that. Years later now, Envy is way up.
Right, compared to where Dame was. And Dame was the CEO of a dog. Rockefeller, bro. I don't want to get into it, but Dame, bro, you had Jay-Z on your label, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like I seen a video of like, you know, they all celebrating, having fun, you know, Dame's, you know, laughing, this and that. And you see Jay-Z just in there like this. Like, man, why? Like, he looked like, man, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have all these guys with me? I don't care for none of these guys.
I heard Dame was more of the partier.
Right.
So his thing was to make lavish lifestyle and make it all look great. When I feel like whenever that now becomes your focus, we gotta go separate. We gotta go separate ways now.
Right. Because Jay's living that now.
When you especially on that ground level, when we hit a lick and now we're kind of like successful.
Yeah.
It's not the time to like slow down. It's not the time to be like, oh, let's party more. It's kind of like, let's put it in second gear or third gear.
Right.
To make sure we establish ourselves and we can establish ourselves.
Right. Create a foundation.
So I feel like Dame at that point was like, man, we on top of the world. Now he's just partying and having a good time when Jay is thinking like, man, I'm a businessman. Like he wants to be more than just this rapper.
Right. He owns art. The man has a wife that's on another level. Yeah. Like his kids on another level. Like think about it. Blue Ivy's making money like touring with her mother.
Shout out to her.
You know what I'm saying? Plus he has his twins. Like, bro, like people will pay money just to take a picture of his children. Yeah. Like think about it. There's so many benefits of being affiliated with Jay that is like, Dame, like you could have swallowed your pride and try to, you know what I'm saying, try to make that work some kind of way. Because if I'd have got one more Jay-Z album, just one more.
But I don't think it was a Dame thing. I think it was a Jay. Jay didn't want anything to do.
It'd be like that.
He didn't want, because like I said, Dame seemed like his focus, and I don't know.
Right.
His focus seemed like it was more on partying.
Right.
And Jay's focus was like, I'm trying to become a businessman. I'm trying to, and also whenever I go into these rooms, they're not taking me serious because you're the representative and you're partying too much, or like you say, you're a meathead. You get into, man, I'm Dame and I'm, bro. That's not how you conduct business. Yes. That's not how you conduct business.
I say that would immediately make me like terminate my partnership with somebody. Like we going into these deals and it's like, okay, we understand where we're at and where we're starting, where we're trying to go, but it's like the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta understand, bro. Like not every opportunity is gonna come to us just because we're hot musically. There's always somebody that's gonna turn the page, or to make it hotter. You know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick was on his thing, and then after not like us, it's 95 degrees, and I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? That's what's hot right now.
So you do be listening to Glow.
No,
shout out to Glow, man. Stop being a hater. You be listening to girl rappers, man. Come on, stop all that. Stop being a hater, man. Stop being a hater.
Though. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. That's the one part you hear, even when people doing those dances. It's 95 degrees. And I'm like, you know, that's the only other thing that's really popping right now. Her and Sexy Red.
I wouldn't know. Shout out to you. Stop lying. You know all these girl rappers. But anyways, this is where we're going to close it out, man. Thank you. It's been another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and this is my guy,
Ken Stu. Follow me for more Ken Stu life advice.
Follow the man for more Ken Stu life advice, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoy this. See you guys hopefully next week if we get a chance to record. If not, we'll catch y'all on the following week.
We will be back. Peace and love and blessings.